Jonah's crew, Thankful Thursdays. Hello, Claire here. And I'm going to give, before we go any further, what do you need today? Today you need your instrument. I've got my drums at the ready. And you don't need anything extra for prayers today. We've got little friends to help us, you'll see. So here is a name call out to all of you. First of all, our brand new babies. Hello Benjamin and hello Monty. And then the rest of us. Hello William and Alex. Hello Nancy and Timothy. Hi there Laurie and Albie. Hello Jamie and Daniel. Hi there Kezia and Oren. Hello Josiah. Hi there Jemima and Mary. Hello Jacob and Finley. Hello you. It's good to have you here. Right, last week we were thinking about the beginning, do you remember? And how God made everything. And it reminded me of a song we haven't sung in a while, but it's got a few animals in it. Ooh, ooh. The song is Who's the King of the Jungle? So, James, take it away. Who's the king of the jungle? Ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the sea? Bubble, bubble, bubble. Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S is. He's the king of me. He's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Ooh, ooh. Let's do it again. Can't remember it. Who's the king of the jungle? Ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the sea? Bubble, bubble, bubble. Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S is. He's the king of me. He's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Wibble, wibble, wibble. Ooh, ooh.
Let's do it one more time.
One more time, we might get it right. Who's the king of the jungle? Ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the sea? Wibble, wibble, wibble. Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S is. He's the king of me. He's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Wibble, wibble, wibble. Ooh, ooh. And J-E-S-U-S spells Jesus. And he indeed is the king of everything. As we saw, he can calm storms, he can catch big catches of fish. Nothing is beyond his control. Anyway, we better say hello to him. Hello to God and Jesus. Are you ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, God, Jesus, hello, welcome. Thank you for the amazing book, the Bible. Help us as we continue to explore all of it. Amen. Right, today we are beginning to think about a book in the Bible called Exodus, which is a big word, but it just means escape. And once you've escaped, you are free! Freedom! But before we look at our story, we're going to have another song. I thought if you need to escape, that sounds a bit scary, so we need to be bold and be strong. And we know a song about that. Let's find it, James.
1, 2, 3. Be bold.
Be bold.
Be strong.
Be strong.
For the Lord your God is with you.
Be bold. Be bold.
Be strong.
Be strong.
For the Lord your God is with you.
I am not afraid. No, no, no. I am not dismayed. No, no.
Because I'm walking in faith and victory. Come on, I'm walking faith and victory. For the Lord your God is with you.
He's with us.
And let's sing it again. 2, 3. Be bold.
Be bold.
Be strong.
Be strong.
For the Lord your God is with you.
Be bold. Be bold.
Be strong.
Be strong.
For the Lord your God is with you. I am not afraid. your God is with you.
Woo! I'll tell you a little secret. I had to go to hospital last week, and I had to go on my own because of the virus, and I felt a little bit frightened. And I sang that song to myself, "Be bold, be strong, for the Lord your God is with you," all the way in. And God was with me, and nothing that happened in the hospital hurt a bit. And I'm okay. So that's good. Right, our story this week is about Exodus, and we have actually done this story before, not that long ago. It's all about Moses and how Moses had to go to the big nasty king to let his people free, because God's people were slaves in Egypt. And then there's this really exciting bit where God leads them to a great escape, and in the great escape, not only do God's people get out, but the baddies don't. Here is the story from a while ago. Enjoy. Moses has had to go to the nasty Egyptian king and keep saying, "Let my people go." And the king kept saying, "No, no, 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 no." Do you remember that? And 10 nasty things happened. Do you remember any of those? Frogs, flies, itchy squitchy lice, water going funny. Anyway, 10 nasty things happened, and then Moses said, "Let my people go." And the king said, "Yes, go! I've had enough. Take your people. Go, go, go." So today we're going to see what happened when Moses and his people went. Are you excited, Moses? Yes, very excited. I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go. How do you know which way to go? Well, God has given me a pillar of fire by night and cloud by day to follow. Ooh. So there was this amazing pillar. Look at it, it's amazing. Amazing pillar of sparkly fire. And at night time, it led the way. And in the daytime, it was a pillar of cloud. And they could say, "Oh, we've got to go that way. We've got to go that way. Can you see? Can you see?" And because it was fire, they could keep going even at night. And they went quite a long way until they came to the sea. The sea. So Moses, hello, and God's people were on one side of the sea. It was called the Red Sea, but mine's blue. And the pillar of cloud and smoke was at the other side of the sea. Uh-oh. How do we get over the sea? I don't know. How do we get over the sea? But something else nasty was happening. What's happening? In the distance, coming up behind them, was the nasty Egyptian king's army. They were chasing God's people. Ha ha, they're stuck. They're stuck at the sea. They can't go forward. We've got them. We'll get them at the sea. However, Moses had a plan. He prayed to God. "God, please help me now." He put up his hand, and you know what happened? Something amazing happened. The sea parted into two pieces. It rolled back like big walls of water, and in the middle could walk on dry land. So they walked across with the pillars of water on both sides of them in dry land. And then up behind came the nasty Egyptian army. When it got between, right in the middle of the sea, do you know what happened? The sea came back. And the Egyptian army was washed away. But Moses' people, Moses and all God's people, had made it across to the other side of the sea. Hooray! Hooray! Wasn't that a good story? Right, shall we do it again? the quick version, if we can remember. Moses and all God's people were following the pillar of fire by night and cloud by day. The pillar of fire by night and cloud by day brought them to the edge of the sea. Uh-oh, we're stuck. And running up behind them was the mighty army of Egypt. Oh no! What's going to happen? The army's going to catch them at the sea. But Moses prayed to God. He held up his hand and the sea parted. Dun, da, 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 da. And all God's people, Moses and all God's people, walked through on dry land to the other side of the sea. But when the Egyptian army got there, right into the middle of the sea rolled back and all of them were gone. Hooray! And that is the story of how God rescued all of his people from slavery in Egypt and took them to a safe place on the other side of the sea and finished off the Egyptian army at the same time. Wow! So in that story, God made a way for people to escape where there seems to be no way of escape. Wow! Isn't God just totally amazing? Instruments. Instruments at the ready, because we need to make a noise, don't we? Our God is great. He can make a way where there was no way. And we've got to sing about that. Here we go. What noise shall we make to say that God is great? What noise shall we make unto the Lord? Let's make a loud noise to say that God is great. Let's make a loud noise unto the Lord. Here is my loud noise. God, you're great. Here is my loud noise. God, you're great. Here is my loud noise unto the Lord. What noise shall we make to say that God is great? What noise shall we make unto the Lord? Let's make a quiet noise to say that God is great. Let's make a quiet noise unto the Lord. Here is my quiet noise. God, you're great. Here is my quiet noise. God, you're great. Here is my quiet noise unto the Lord. What noise shall we make to say that God is great? What noise shall we make unto the Lord? Let's make a quick noise to say that God is great. Let's make a fast noise unto the Lord. Here is my fast noise. Whee! Here is my fast noise. Whoosh! Here is my fast noise unto the Lord. What noise shall we make to say that God is great? What noise shall we make unto the Lord? Let's make a slow noise to say that God is great. Let's make a slow noise unto the Lord. Here is my slow noise. Here is my slow noise. Here is my slow noise unto the Lord. What noise shall we make to say that God is great? What noise shall we make unto the Lord? Let's make a joyful noise to say that God is great. Let's make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Here is my joyful noise. Hee-hoo! Here is my joyful noise. Hee-hoo! Here is my joyful noise unto the Lord. We love making noise to say that God is great. We love making noise unto the Lord. Now, I wonder, have you ever felt a bit stuck? You ever felt a bit stuck? A bit, have you ever had one of those zips that just won't undo. Ooh, you think, oh, I can't get out my coat. Oh no, what am I going to do? I feel really stuck. Have you ever thought, oh, I feel a bit scared and I don't think I can do that. I feel a bit small and everything around me is a bit big. Well, I've got a little friend who sometimes gets a little bit stuck. He's very, very shy. Here he is. Can you see him? Oh, he's very shy and he's very small. Does anybody know what he is? He's an animal that lives underground, usually. And sometimes you just see the sort of piles of earth he's dug. Do we know who he is? He's a mole. Hello, Moley. Can you say hello, Moley? Now, Moley, you have to dig a lot underground, don't you? Do you ever get stuck? Oh, that must be really frightening, getting stuck when you're so small underground. What do you do when you get stuck, Moley? Moley prays. Wow, Moley prays. You pray to Jesus. He prays to Jesus because Jesus is his friend. And what happens, Moley, when you pray to Jesus when you get stuck? Wow. Jesus always sends Moley his peace so that he can be calm. And quite often, he sends a friend to help Moley get free. Last time it was Badger. And Badger knocked a stone out the way and Moley could dig out easily. Wow. Thank you, Moley, for telling us about what to do if we get stuck. Bye. Bye, Moley. So I wonder then, for our prayers, we need to pray about getting stuck. And we need to ask Jesus to come and give us what we need to be free when we feel we've got stuck. So, we're going to do this with faces. I'm going to copy my faces. Are you ready? So, Jesus, when we're feeling scared, when we're feeling stuck, I'm stuck, when we're feeling small, please help us to remember to pray. Jesus, come and set us free. Just as Moses prayed in front of the Red Sea and you parted the sea to make a way where there seemed to be no way. God, we know you have the power. Jesus, we know you have the love to set us free. Amen. So I thought we needed a song about how Jesus sets us free and what good news that is. And we have one like that, don't we? Do you remember it? It goes, from the top of my head way, way down to my toes. I can't keep it all inside. Everybody, everywhere. We need to stand up because it's got big actions. So find a space and we'll sing that song. Okay, here we go, folks. Find a space. Everybody, find a space. The top of my head, way, way down to my toes. I can't keep it all inside. I want to jump with all my might. Have a jump. From the top of my head, way, way down to my toes. I can't keep it all inside. I want to dance with all my might. Everybody, everywhere, raise your hands up in the air and sing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is alive. Yes, everybody, everywhere, raise your hands up in the air and sing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is alive. Raise your hands up in the air and sing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is alive. Everybody, everywhere, oh yes, raise your hands up in the air and sing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is alive. Everybody, everywhere, raise your hands up in the air and sing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is alive. Oh yes! Jesus is alive, and we can have freedom to live life to the full, to not be stuck anywhere because of Jesus. Right, it is time for our final blessing. Have you got space and energy for this? Are you ready to let God give you a hug? Here we go. Wide as the world, deep as the sea, high as the sky is Jesus' love for me and for you. Again, wide as the world, deep as the sea, high as the sky is Jesus' love for you and for me forever. Brilliant. I will see you next week.